Hi there and welcome back to the channel. These are an offshoot of the emergency reading and we are on the sign Aquarius. We are wrapping up these emergency readings and we're flowing based on the urgency of the message. So perhaps Aquarius, that means that you might have been on the sidelines of the situation, a spectator, or you just the message didn't need to find you as soon as some of the other signs, which could be a good thing actually. It depends on perspective, right? So let's see regarding this energy, and I don't want to speak anything onto you, but if you are curious at other people's perspectives, you can either watch the general emergency reading, or you can find signs that you're related to or you work with. Starting off with Ace of Pentacles, so definitely this has to do with something with the work field, your work environment, how you make money. So that could be the environment, or that could be something being gifted to you. A loan, a raise, or something of that sort. So what we don't see, the Emperor, the boss man, generally speaking, the person who shows up and tries to tell you, or they try to assert their authority, they're not the most important person in the room. They're not the boss. They might say that they're the boss, but they're not the boss. The person with the most power does not have to speak about the power they yield. If you want to embody this energy, we're thinking darker tones. I know that's not fun. I'm a pink girl too. Darker tones, monochromatic, very professional as far as the makeup goes, very neutral shades. Red is a power color. However, see how he's wearing red? However, if you want people to side with you, deep navy colors, blues, they're professional and they're, I don't want to say warm, but they're more of a neutral ground. So people are more apt to, if you show up in the authority, in the embodiment of authority, then people adjust to that based on how you present yourself. Knight of Cups. So we're presenting, or there's a search for the Holy Grail. So essentially for me, this card means a spiritual journey, a spiritual path, self, looking inwards on the self. Perhaps if there was some sort of situation that was going on anywhere near your sphere, you chose to go inward and look at your contributions to the issue, or you chose to stay out of it entirely because you know that that path was not meant for you. Essentially, you're not called for that. You're called to be neutral and to give your power to the Most High, not to any authority. Seven of Pentacles. So we're working towards a goal, waiting for the harvest to come in. I feel like you've been so far, thus far, this is one of the more positive card spreads I've read, which is great for you, Aquarius. So this might be October is feeling very good for you, since we are moving out of the September straight into October. Okay, we've got, okay, everyone was getting some sort of version of this. So somebody who either is hiding something, tucking it away for later. What's being presented might not be everything that's on the table, whether you are going in for negotiations regarding that raise. Maybe there's something slightly held back. If you are going in for a raise or some sort of bonus, do your research, know your value, know what you accept and what you won't accept. Write down everything that you have contributed within the year's time. If this is a bonus meeting, if this is an annual review, write everything down that you've accomplished. Really, you can do broad overviews, but the more detail, more examples you can provide. And if they ask you about the direction you want to move or aspects for you to improve, remember, you're going to say something that can be construed as a benefit, like a personality benefit, like I don't know, something to regarding that you could flip it and say, well, it's an attribute as opposed to something you could work on. Knight of Swords. So we're going in prepared for battle. We're going in with all of our tools, everything to accomplish what we need to. Okay, Knight of Swords and Knight of Cups. So person who was on a spiritual quest is now on an actual quest. Perhaps this inward reflection is now moving outward. Perhaps you find out that somebody's making more than you, which don't talk about your income with anybody else at the workforce. Okay, we've got Four of Wands, balance, good foundation, harmony, stable life, stable family life, potentially a wedding, or we're going to a wedding. I wonder if they release doves, or there's some sort of sign, birds, doves around you. There's some sort of animal spirit coming through. Then we've got the Two of Cups. So again, that's that good family relations, harmony, connections with other people. It doesn't have to be like in a relationship in the sense of like coupling up. It could just be finding a good friendship, a good like person that's part of your tribe, right? Wow, Aquarius, you're doing good. Okay, so we do have a pause though. The Hangman, you might be called to stop and reflect. If this is moving too fast, slow it down. Slow it down and take a moment, or this person is slowing it down and taking a moment. We're getting a breather. Ace of Swords, yes. So, spiritual quest, something being withheld, us going into battle, good foundation at the family units, pausing to decide our way forward, and the Ace of Swords means we're cutting through the obstacles. We're cutting through whatever it was, whatever the BS was, whatever this hidden thing was, we're getting to the heart of the matter. I'm hearing like a surgeon. Now, oh my gosh, what's his name? Weird Al Yankovic made a song making fun of like, well, I don't know, making fun of Madonna's Like a Virgin. This is like a surgeon, like the skill to get to the heart of matters. Also, I feel like this. I feel like I should mention this. There's a sword, right? There's the wings. There is the crown. There is the crown. There is like Archangel Michael or Jesus coming through. Someone who is divinely appointed, or if you have this victory against odds, or you're like, wow, I didn't think I was going to get that, it's because it's been gifted to you. Okay, yeah, this is a secret, something you don't know about. It is the Nine of Cups, though. It's like the universe is presenting all of these cups, and it's like, okay, you can have these, but you know there's something hidden around the corner. You know that behind the curtain lies something else, right? That's like this little lady right here. She got something behind her back. Okay. And we're finishing it off with the Page of Cups, manifesting. We are manifesting this a new environment. We are manifesting this prosperity coming into our life. But I feel like you worked hard for it and you were of value, and that is why it is coming in for you. Angel number. Angel numbers, excuse me. This is so good. Okay. All right. You're gonna love this. 111 or 111. Intuition. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. Time to improve, implement long cherished ideas. You're on the right track towards making your dreams and vision a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust the process. And 222 or 222. Alignment. Connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties. Again, that's right back here with the Four of Cups, Four of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Family ties, balance, life choices, compromise, commitment, trust. How do you move forward? Your life's true calling. Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest. If it's by something, follow these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. Okay. I will have to link it in the video. By the way, periodically in the top right corner, you're going to see videos linked. And in the bottom right, you're going to see the little watermark to subscribe to this channel. But there was something that came out this month, of the month of September, regarding a change in the feed, meaning the platforms, the algorithms are changing, and they're changing for a reason, for a purpose. We're going to see the shift in the influencers who society says is important to have a voice. That's shifting. We're moving away from that, and I almost feel like we're moving away from this consumerism. Yes, money is coming in, but the way we treat each other is really going to be like under a microscope, and people who didn't have a voice previously are going to be ushered to the front, to the Dr. Frankenstein, to the front of the line. They're going to be pushed forward to help the collective heal, or to help us usher in higher alignment for the shift that's taking place. Okay. I just have to check the camera. All right, I hope you can see this okay. Something on the horizon. Looks like a storm ahead. Let's see. But there's this glint, like a rainbow's just on the precipice of peeking out. You radiate assertiveness, assurance, and self-assuredness. Place your trust and faith in your abilities, and you are not included to permit interference from others in your objectives. Be attentive and open to others' perspective. Concentrate on enhancing yourself rather than attempting to alter others. Chase your dreams, yes, that came out, and follow the path that brings you the ultimate happiness. If you cannot achieve remarkable feats, I can excel in small but remarkable ways. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. Martin Luther King Jr. Yep. See, you're being called back to a path that you had maybe hadn't started or wandered off of. Magical messages. Because we're getting to the end of this crazy energy, so we might as well pull something fun. For Aquarius, because you're worth it. Anything else? Okay. Let's see what we got. Ooh, her heart chakra is alit, aglow. And she's got butterflies. You might notice, oh, and see how out of her crown, right, connecting to higher self, it looks like a rainbow. Okay. Stop underestimating your magic. There are treasures within you waiting to be discovered, to be shared. When we allow others to stifle our shine, we are actually committing an atrocity, because the world and other people, there are things that we can contribute to society, and when we allow others to stifle us, we are doing ourselves, not only ourselves, an injustice, but the people that we were intended to provide guidance to. It causes delay for them. You never know what kind of rippling effect your life will make on someone else's. Maybe you post something and you don't think it's a very good or intelligent, or you don't like the film of it, post it anyways. Even like my video the other day, it was in the wrong format. It came up very small, but we posted it anyways because someone needed a message, and we're here to provide the message and have faith that it will be received. Even if it's for that one person, it's that one person still has the right to hear that message. Right? Right. We're just pulling all kinds of cards for you today. Okay. Let's see what it is. By the way, these are the Lenormand, the gilded ones, like that. Let me show you them in case you decide you want to get them from Amazon. They're a great little, smaller deck of cards, easier to handle. Ooh, it's the compass. Getting back on our path for sure. 42. The answer is 42. Anyone who is a fan of the Hitchhiker's Guide for the Galaxy, let's read it for you. 42. Okay, my friends. Aquarius. The compass. I am here to help you find your way. If there's a journey to be taken or a choice to be made, I can provide you with directions and a path so you don't stray. The compass card is an indicator of the direction one is meant to go. It can represent someone or something that provides guidance and helps direct you toward a goal. That could be me right now, guys. Sorry. No, it could be a teacher. I'm playing with you. I'm JK. This card urges you to examine the point or the focus of your undertaking. Look where the needle is pointed. Other nearby cards where the needle is pointed. Okay, so the needles are pointing upward to the Knight of Cups. So that's that spiritual quest or moving inwards, self-reflection, like we said, to reiterate. It is also pointing down towards the Ace of Swords, which is us taking action. So we're moved inward to contemplate things. We need to move out of contemplation and put things into action. We are called to action now. We've done enough on the sidelines. spells. Again, another tiny little deck. I hope you didn't. Somebody's got a dirty mind. The guys are playing with me. Don't be crazy. No. They're playing with me today. The last one. That's it. Oh! Really? We'll get those in a second. Let's get to you. Enchanted Charm. Somebody's a flirt. Draw a protection sigil or symbol on a small piece of fabric and pin it to the inside of your shirt about 5 centimeters above your navel. This symbol will protect you from gossip or malice intent. Okay. So apparently you're not out of the woods like the rest of everyone is in the muck, swimming in it. And apparently Aquarius, even though you look like you weren't in it, there are still some people harboring, and you know, it could be just you getting on your path that causes this malice, this evil eye, if you will. People get jealous over everything, every single thing. There's a video going around about a stewardess, an Emirates stewardess, and she's not doing anything wrong. She's looking classy and professional, and people are side-eyeing her. The point of that is we get to decide how we show up. We get to decide how we present ourselves to the world. If you choose to show up and look frumpy, do not blame anyone else for not taking you serious. If you choose to put your best on, whatever your best is, and present yourself in the Emperor energy, people will attune and adjust to this energy because you have put the value on yourself. And now people have to give you that value and treat you with respect. Let's pull you some charms, guys, before my voice goes. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of wow, there's a lot of these little hearts. Can you see them? Let me see if I can zoom in for you. Sorry, guys. I want you to be able to see what I'm seeing. There's a lot of these little hearts. These heart candies. So Valentine's, which is February, which is just around the corner. We talked about a surgeon or getting to the root of something. So here's a little silver knife or etiquette. That could be etiquette. We've got a pumpkin, Cinderella, or going into October. October might start the catalyst and we might see some actual fruit in February. Look at how many. I'm hearing count the hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. And 111 came up, so 11 for you. We've got 2 palm trees, not just one. 2 palm trees. So areas where palms grow. This might be a vacation or a staycation. If you're in Florida, there's always staycations. California, Hawaii. Ooh, I've never been to Hawaii. Drop me a comment down below if you've been to Hawaii. Angel wing. We said like Archangel Michael was coming out, possibly tones of Jesus coming through. We have the flamingo in the front yard that gets moved around and dressed up in its own little attires. Maybe the pumpkin is symbolic of that flamingo getting dressed in Halloween gear. We've got a rose. Your name may be Rose, your name may be Aurora, you might be a briar, you might be variations of that or have a flower name. If you have a flower name, lily, rose, chrysanthemum, I was gonna say hyacinth. Yeah, a little owl. So messages coming through. We've got a little heart arrow. So that's, I feel like this is hearkening to that compass, pointing the direction forward. And we have, to close it out, we have Gemini. A Gemini might be important. Geminis are really good with communication. They're really good in career paths where they're, I don't want to say in the limelight, but they're very good at asserting themselves, communicating, broadcasting, news anchor, that kind of stuff. So if that resonates, then you know where to go with that. Let's pull you a message. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Matthew 5:4. Blessed are those who mourn, they will be comforted. I think the message here is that God has you. If you ask for assistance, getting this job, this career path, this thing underway, you will be provided and afforded those opportunities. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aquarius. If you haven't already, do subscribe. We will have more for you. And remember, drop down in the description box, there will be more videos to watch, as well as following this video, there will be a playlist with a bunch of different stuff. But as always, we will be seeing you in the cards.